tingnan ito. Okay. So, fortunately, para sa inyo, kayo din yung mga estudyante ko sa 173. Okay. And after ng first exam, ang tawag dito, ang topic natin ay semiconductors. And dun ko introduce yung kung paano ginagawa yung, or kung ano yung process ng doping and kung paano siya ginagawa. Okay? So, if you can wait until, tawag dito, if you can wait for the answer until dun sa time na yun, i-discuss siya sa 173. Then, yung tawag dito, then yun. Then, mas mabuti. Okay lang? Yep. Okay, sige. So, let's begin. So, pwede niyo rin buksan yung ano no, yung reference material natin. And punta kayo dun sa end ng chapter 3. Dun sa end ng chapter 3 ay meron dun mga problems, yung basically yung solve na problems. And yun yung pumili ako ng tatlo from those. Okay. So, if you have questions, itanungin niyo na kaagad bago pa tayo lumagpas. Okay, so bago tayo dumaan sa next slide. So, huwag niyong palagpasin yung mga tanong niyo. Okay, let's see. So, tulad ng sinabi ko, pumili ako ng tatlong problems. Ito yung first problem na pinili ko. Okay, so this is exercise 3.1. Okay. Sa exercise 3.1, okay, merong apat na problems, and yung unang problem is actually something that we've already done in class. Okay, and pwede din naman nating i-discuss kung gusto niyo. So anyway, let's run through yung problems. Okay, so sa exercise 3.1, letter A, classically, from Maxwell's equation, the change in charge density rho is related to the divergence of current density J. Okay, so itong statement na to basically tells us, so the change in charge density rho is related to the divergence of current density. Yung statement na yan, ang sinasabi niyan sa atin ay, di ba, change in charge density rho is related to the divergence of the current density. Okay. And actually, this is a negative. Okay. Okay, and use this fact and the time-dependent in Schrodinger wave equation for particles mass m and charge E to derive the current density. Okay. So ito yung expression for the current density. So we're going to use this equation and yung time-dependent Schrodinger equation para ma-derive yung equation ng current density. Okay. Gusto niyo bang i-discuss yung derivation nito or okay na kayo dun sa derivation na dun sa, kasi dinerive na natin ito sa klase. Naintindihan niyo ba yung derivation or hindi niyo pa pinanood? Okay, sige, habang nagde-decide kayo. Letter B, if a wave function can be expressed as psi of xt equals A exponential I kx minus omega t plus B exponential I negative kx minus omega t, show that the particle flux is proportional to A squared minus B squared. Letter C, okay, so pag sinabing particle flux, bali yung current density. So essentially, ang hinahanap natin dito is, sinasabi dito is yung particle flux. Particle flux is proportional to, so yung J is proportional to A squared minus B squared. Okay. For current to flow through a tunnel barrier, the wave function must contain both left and right propagating exponentially decaying solutions, okay, with a phase difference. Okay. So for a current to flow through a tunnel barrier, Okay, so dapat yung wave function ay may left and right propagating exponentially decaying solutions with a phase difference. Okay, yung idea ng left and right propagation, okay, kasi di ba pag meron ka ng tunnel barrier, um, of course, meron ka ng incident wave and then yung wave na yan ay marereflect partially. Okay? And then matatransmit din siya partially. Okay? So kailangan nire-require na yung wave function must contain both these left and right propagating functions. And itong forward function na ito na papunta dun sa barrier is described by anong tawag dito, positive exponential, and itong paalis na to is described by a negative exponential. Okay, bakit natin sinasabi na positive exponential? Kasi itong axis na ito is the spatial axis. So, in other words, itong positive exponential na ito describes yung propagation towards the barrier kasi towards the positive x-axis. And itong tawag dito, itong negative exponential na yan describes itong propagation na ito na reflected from the tunnel barrier. Okay, so kaya siya negative kasi negative x siya towards the negative x-axis. Okay, and then you have exponentially decaying solutions. So ang nagde-describe niyan is itong mga tawag dito, yung mga I omega t. Okay, and pati yung negative, pati yung positive tsaka negative x. Okay, kasi na-expect natin na as the wave function approaches infinity, yung wave function approaches infinity, yung as x approaches infinity, yung wave function dapat yung wave function approaches zero. Bakit? Kasi hindi na tayo nag-expect ng particle doon sa malayo. Okay? At infinity, wala na tayong makikitang kahit anong particle. Okay, so this must hold. Okay, so in that case, if this is the wave function, okay, so if this is the wave function, sure the particle flux is proportional to the imaginary component of A, B star. Okay, so in other words, ang kailangang i-derive dito is yung flux is proportional to the imaginary component ng A, B star. Okay, and then letter D, show that a particle of energy E and mass M moving from left to right in a one-dimensional potential in such a way that Vx equals 0 for x less than 0 and Vx equals V naught for x greater than 0 has unity reflection probability. Okay, show that the particle of energy E, mass M. Okay, one-dimensional potential in such a way that Vx for x. So, ibig sabihin, meron kang ganito. So, x, ito yung x equals 0. And ito yung region na kung saan yung potential is 0. Kasi yun yung regional x less than 0. Okay, ito naman yung region na x greater than or equal to 0. At yung potential dito is V naught. Okay. So, if the energy is less than V naught, so energies ng particle na less than yung potential na ito, yung reflection is unity. Okay, your probability of reflection is unity. So R is equal to 1. Okay? Problems pa lang yan, hindi pa yan yung solutions. Okay, so balik tayo sa letter A. Kaya nyo na yung letter A? I mean, naintindihan nyo na ba siya from the lecture? Kasi sa lecture, discuss ito. Okay lang ba na-skip na natin to? Thumbs up lang kung okay or mag-reply kayo violently kung hindi okay. At gusto nyo i-discuss. Okay? Okay, so we'll skip letter A and then we'll go to letter B. Okay, sa letter B, okay, ang kailangan natin ma-derive dito ay yung tawag dito na yung flux is proportional to A squared B squared. Okay. So, pwede nyo ring sundan yung solution na nandoon sa book. I-explain ko to step by step. So, given naman yung wave function, okay? So yung wave function is given by this expression. So let me just copy that. Psi of xt is equal to a exponential I kx minus omega t plus b exponential I negative kx minus omega t. And yung k dito is real. Okay? So yung gusto natin maipakita dito na yung j is proportional to a squared minus b squared. Okay, so we begin with yung definition ng flux. Okay, and ang definition nito is negative IE h bar over 2m psi star partial with respect to x ng psi minus psi partial with respect to x ng psi star. Okay, and tawag dito, gagamitin natin yun or titignan natin yun yung psi. So yung psi is given by this, yung psi star ngayon is a exponential negative I kx minus omega t plus b exponential negative I negative kx minus omega t. Okay, and then yung derivative ng psi with respect to x. Okay, yan ay ik a exponential ik x minus omega t minus I, so I negative k, so negative I k b exponential negative I, positive I kx minus omega t. Okay, and then yung derivative nung complex conjugate ng psi. Okay, conjugate ng psi. So ito yung conjugate ng psi. Okay, so that will give us I k a exponential negative I k x minus omega t. Okay, and then minus negative k, so plus I k b exponential negative I negative k x minus omega t. Okay. So now we can write itong part na ito, psi star and yung derivative. So we multiply this by this, and what do we get? Okay, so we have A. Sabihin nyo kung hindi kayo makakasunod para so may 4 colors dito. Okay, sige. So ito muna ang gagawin ko. Yan muna yung multiply ko sa isa't isa. Yan dalawa. So J is equal to IK. Okay, and then A. Okay, tapos meron tayong exponential negative I kx, and dito may exponent, dito exponential negative I kx, tapos dito exponential I kx. Sorry. Kailangan natin, hindi natin alam yung nature nung anong tawag dito? Nung amplitude, so kailangan natin kunin din yung kanilang complex conjugate. Okay? So, okay, and actually itong buo na to. Ito at saka ito. Okay, so we have A star A. Okay, and tapos ito naman yung susunod kong gagawin. Ito. Multiply ko sila sa isa't isa. Anong makukuha natin dyan? IK minus IK A star B. Okay, so yung omega t mawawala. Okay, kasi complex conjugate lang sila ng isa't isa. Pero yung exponential I, so ito ay exponential negative I kx. Ito naman ay exponential positive I negative kx. So madodoble lang sila. So exponential negative 2 I kx Okay, and then, next kong i-multiply sa isa't isa ay ito. Hindi ko nakikita yung Zoom, so kung meron kayong tanong, anong tawag dito? Kung meron kayong tanong, magsalita kayo kasi hindi ko nakikita yung chat box. Okay. Okay. So, next is yung cross term na IK, A, B, star, and then exponential, negative I, negative K, so positive yun. And then dito rin, exponential IKX. Yung exponential I omega t at saka exponential negative I omega t dito ay magka-cancel. Okay, so matitira sa atin exponential positive 2I KX. Okay, and lastly, minus, ito naman dalawa na to. Okay, so IK and then B star B, and then complex conjugate lang sila ng isa't isa. So, yun lang yung matitira. Okay, so now we have J is equal to, oops, kulang pa pala. Hindi pa ito yung buong J kasi yun yung first part pa lang. So, ito ay psi star partial with respect to x ng psi. Okay, and then yung psi partial with respect to x ng psi star. Okay, so ano nang i-multiply natin? So this multiplied by this. So we have negative IK A star. Okay. And then ano nang susunod? Yung this one multiplied by this one. So plus IK A B star, and then exponential IKX dito, exponential negative IK, negative I, negative KX, so exponential plus 2 IKX. Okay, and then ito naman, this one multiplied by this, so minus wait, okay, tama, minus IK, saan na tayo? B A star, okay, and exponential IKX, negative IK exponential negative IKX. So, wait. Exponential negative IKX. Okay, exponential, okay. So, exponential negative 2 IKX. Okay, and then plus IK B B star. Okay, and then magka-cancel yung mga exponentials. Okay, nakasunod pa so far? Again, hindi ko kayo, hindi ko nakikita yung Zoom, so kailangan nyo magsalita. Okay. So, ngayon, ang J is negative IEH bar over 2M. And then, IK, of course, yung A star ay pwede natin isulat as modulo squared. So, A squared. Okay, and meron tayong minus IK, A star B, exponential negative 2IK minus, and then plus IK, A, B, A star B. A star B, ito minus. Okay. Ito yung negative. Ito yung, so tama ba yung sign nito? Plus IK. So minus and then plus. Plus ba to? Plus to, no? So ito yung orange. Minus B, and then B, A star. Minus naman siya. Okay, may na-miss ako na sign somewhere. I, K, A star. B, and then I, K, A star. B. Okay, anyway, sige. Tuloy lang natin. Wait. Of course. Negative kasi to. Ayun. So, magka-cancel lang sila. Okay, so, yan. Ito minus ito. Sorry, mali. So, ito minus ito. Okay, will be, mawawala yan. And then, ito naman, minus ito. Okay, so mawawala. At ang matitira ay, so, ito magiging 2. Okay, kasi this minus this. And then, ito minus that. So, minus 2ik b squared. Okay. So, ang j natin ngayon, ang flux natin ngayon is, yung I times I is -1. So, may I ka dyan. Okay, and then may negative ka dyan. So, magiging +1 yan. So, E, H bar, and then K, factor out. Factor out yung 2, matitira I, M, and then this will just be A squared minus B squared. Okay. Okay, so yan. Okay. Questions? Okay. So, sa letter C, for the current to flow through a tunnel barrier, the wave function must contain both left and right propagating exponential decaying solutions with a phase difference. Okay. So, given yung wave function, ano yung particle flux? Show that the particle flux is proportional to the imaginary component of A, B star. Okay, so sa letter C, sa letter B ito. Okay, by the way, ano palang interpretation natin dito? Well, sinabi natin na yung wave na ito is the tawag dito is the forward propagating or towards positive x-axis. Okay, and ito naman yung reflected. So away from the positive, away from the barrier towards the negative x-axis. Okay, so ang interpretation natin dito is that the flux, okay, is due to the two wave functions, okay, na nag-interfere or na nag-interact with sa isa't isa. So in other words, sum lang to ng currents. Kasi remember, this is current density essentially. And itong first part is yung current na nagpo-propagate towards the positive x-axis, towards the barrier. Okay, and then itong current na ito, okay, yan yung current na nagpo-propagate towards or away from the barrier. Okay, and if you recall, yung velocity is h bar k over m. mv is equal to h bar k, parehong momentum. Okay, so essentially, itong part na yan, okay, yan yung v, di ba? So yung current density is just nothing but EV, di ba? Which is yung expression na nakuha nyo na alam nyo from Physics 102. This tells us, yung A tells us it's forward propagating, tapos ito yung reflected. Okay? So yun yung interpretation natin dyan. So letter C, okay, so given na yung wave function is psi of xt is equal to A exponential kappa x minus I omega t plus B exponential negative kappa x minus I omega t. Okay, and yung K dito is real. Okay, gusto nating ipakita na proportional yung current density niya to the imaginary component of A, B star. So, basically, ganun din yung gagawin natin. So, kukunin natin yung, so we have yung expression for current density, I H bar over 2M. And then psi star, partial with respect to X ng psi, minus psi, partial with respect to X ng psi star. Okay, and ito na yung psi. So, psi star is basically A exponential kappa X plus I omega t plus B exponential negative kappa X minus or plus I. Pareho silang negative. Okay. And then, yung derivative with respect to X ng psi is okay, kappa A exponential kappa X minus I omega t, okay, plus or minus, minus kappa B exponential negative kappa X plus or minus I omega t, and yung derivative with respect to X ng conjugate ng wave function is kappa A exponential kappa X, okay, plus I omega t minus kappa B exponential negative kappa X plus I omega. Okay, so yung current density natin yan will be negative I E H bar over 2M times psi star, okay, psi star, and then this. Okay, so unahin natin ito, multiply natin yan. What do we get? Okay. Oo nga pala, parati ko nakakalimutan. Kailangan natin kunin yung complex conjugate ng amplitudes kasi hindi natin alam yung nature ng amplitudes na yan. So we have kappa A squared exponential 2 kappa X. Okay. Then, itong dalawa. Multiply natin. Negative kappa A star B. Okay, cancel yung exponential negative A IKX. Okay, and cancel din yung exponential I omega t. Okay. Okay. Then next is ito, yung multiply sa isa't isa. So kappa B star A, cancel yung exponential kx and cancel din yung exponential I omega t. Okay. And then finally, itong terms na ito. Okay, so minus kappa beta star beta or beta squared. Exponential negative 2 kappa x, and then magka-cancel yung exponential I omega. Okay, so yun yung first term. Then minus. Okay, so second term is psi times partial with respect to x ng psi star. Okay, so unahin natin ito at saka i-multiply natin by that. So we have kappa A squared exponential 2 kappa x. Okay, then ito multiplied by this. So we have minus kappa A B star Pero may negative sign dito, so magiging plus yan. Okay, so, and then, mawawala lahat ng exponential, right? Magka-cancel. Okay, magka-cancel yung exponential. Then, next ay yung eto, multiplied by this. Okay, so, kappa, negative, kasi may minus sign dito. So, negative kappa, B, A star, exponential, kappa x. Okay, so mawawala, magka-cancel yung mga exponential na yan. Okay, and then finally ito at saka ito. So negative yung sign, pero dahil may minus sign dito, magiging positive. So kappa B star. Okay, exponential negative 2 kappa x. Okay, so ano ang natira ngayon? So ang ating current density, okay, is then given as, so anong matitira? Mawawala. Ito at saka ito, tama? Ito at saka yan. Okay. Itong dalawa mag-a-add up. And then itong dalawa mag-a-add up. Okay, so we have wait, anong ginagawa ko? Sorry. Wait. Ito at saka ito magka-cancel. And then ito at saka ito magka-cancel. Okay. And then okay. Ito at saka ito. Oops. Hindi. Ayan. Ito at saka AB star. Ito, mag-a-add up. And then, ito at saka yan, mag-a-add up. Okay. So, negative I, E, H bar, 2M. So, 2 kappa A star B minus 2 kappa A B star. Okay, and pag factor out natin yung mga yan, so magiging negative 2 E H bar kappa E EH bar kappa. EH bar kappa over M. Tapos, I, and then A star B minus A B star. Okay. Okay, so malapit na. Okay, any questions? Okay, so kailangan lang natin i-prove tong part na to. Okay, kailangan natin pakita kung ano yung part na yan. Okay, so ang gagawin natin ay so A star B minus B star A, ano ba siya? So ang A is an amplitude na hindi tayo sure, or both A and B are amplitudes na hindi tayo sure kung meron, kung complex or fully real, di ba? So ang gawin natin is divide natin sila into their real and imaginary components. Okay, excuse. I and then imaginary. Okay, and then ganun din yung B. So B real and then plus I B imaginary. Of course, yung kanilang complex conjugate is AR minus I AI. then B star is equal to yung real component ng B minus I, and then yung imaginary component. Okay, then plug in natin sila dyan. So what do we have? We have A real minus I A imaginary times B real plus I B imaginary. Okay, minus B real minus I B imaginary, and then B real plus I B imaginary. Okay. So AR BR. Okay. AR BR plus IAR BI minus IAI BR negative I squared, so plus AI BI. Okay. And then minus B A dapat ito. A. Okay. So BR AI okay, and then BR plus minus I BR AI, and then minus plus I BI AR, and then minus BI AI. Okay. Oops. Ito dapat ay real. Okay. Real dapat ito. Okay, so magka-cancel ito. Cancel ito. Okay, at ang matitira ay ARBI. ARBI. So itong dalawa mag-add up. At itong dalawa mag-add up. Okay. So ang A star B minus B star A ay equal sa 2I AR BI minus 2I BR A imaginary. Okay. Question so far? Okay, wait lang. One, two, three. Okay, sandali ah. So we're going to do a little trick here. Okay, ang gagawin natin is, okay, factor out natin yung 2i. Okay, and then magdadagdag tayo ng real component dito. Okay, minus I, wait, AR BI plus AI BR. Okay, and then magdadagdag tayo ng AI BI dito. Okay, now here's the trick. So yung imaginary component nito, okay, nitong nasa loob, okay, is actually itong part na ito. So AR BI minus BR AI. Okay? Actually, yan lang yung imaginary component niyan. So, ito ulit. So, imaginary component na nasa loob ng bracket na ng parenthesis na yan is just this part. Okay? So, kaya nagkaroon ng imaginary number dyan. Okay? Just to indicate na imaginary component lang yung component. Now, ito at saka ito does not matter kasi real components lang naman sila. So if we put that in there, inside the parentheses and just get yung imaginary component, we'll still end up with this. Okay? Now, bakit siya kailangan isulat na ganyan? Kasi now we can do some, anong tawag dito? Factorization, okay, ng expression na nasa parenthesis. So, yung imaginary component ng real plus I imaginary tsaka real minus I imaginary. Okay, nung expression na yan. Okay. So, ito is nothing but this, right? Okay, so ARBR, di ba? Tapos, ARIBI, so ito yun. Then IAIBR, so ito yun. And then IAIB, so yan yun. Okay, so this leads to, tawag dito, this leads to, actually, nalagay tayo negative sign dito. Kulang yung negative sign dyan. Kulang negative sign kasi naging negative to eh. Ito, dito positive yung AR. So, kaya may negative sign. Okay, so negative 2i and then imaginary component ng ito ay A, right? And ito ay B star. Okay. So, yung ating flux ngayon na sinulat natin as negative EH kappa over M, imaginary component ng ito. Okay. So, will be equal to negative 2E H bar kappa over M. And then yung imaginary component ng A, B star. Okay. So, yan yung derivation. So, anong ibig sabihin nito ngayon? Okay. Okay, so ang ibig sabihin niyan is that you need both. Tawag dito, you need both yung propagation. You need both yung forward propagating at saka yung reflecting na function, wave functions. Okay, para lang anong tawag dito? Para magkaroon ka ng current. Okay? So if you have this wave function, both these parts must exist, okay, para magkaroon ka ng current dun sa system na ito. Okay? Kung isa lang 'yan, okay, halimbawa is yung A lang, okay, or yung B lang, okay. So makikita nyo, so imagine niyo no, kung wala itong B na ito dito, wala yan, tsaka wala yan. Makikita nyo na magka-cancel lang lahat yan. Okay. So let's see. Okay, kasi may A, tapos exponential, and then multiply nyo by A. Yan, di ba? Mag-cancel na kaagad yan. And then, yung psi star, di ba? Psi star dx ng psi. So, psi star dx ng psi, ito, tsaka to, ay magka-cancel lang, di ba? Well, mag-add up yung kappa, and then magka-cancel yung I omega t. And then, i-subtract mo And then ito naman, psi of x, psi star. Ito yun, psi of x, psi star. So ito yun. Ang mangyayari is, magkakaroon ka rin ng exponential 2kx dyan. Okay, pero isusubtract mo yun. So susubtract mo yung exponential 2kx dito na makukuha mo sa first term at saka yung exponential 2 kappa x dun sa second term. So magiging 0 lang yung wave function. Okay? So importante na dapat itong forward, itong forward propagating papunta sa barrier, and then itong reflecting ay nag-exist, okay, para magkaroon ka ng current. Okay? Okay. Okay, so letter D, show that a particle of energy E and mass M, okay, moving in a one-dimensional potential. Okay. Ano ba yung question doon? Show that a particle of energy E and mass M moving from left to right in a one-dimensional potential in such a way that Vx equals 0 for x less than 0 and Vx equals V naught for x less than greater than 0 has unit reflection probability. Okay, so actually, na-derive natin yung reflection amplitude nito. Okay, if you recall, okay, ang reflection amplitude is given by 1 plus 1 minus K2. Sorry. 1 minus K2 over K1 tapos 1 plus K2 over K1. Okay, ito ay equation 3.100 yata. Let me just check. Yes. So equation 3.100 dun sa book, and yun nga, dinerive na rin natin to sa discussions no sa klase. Well, at least sa video. Okay, so equation 3.100. Okay. Okay, so kapag and if you recall yung Ki dito is 2m 2m E over h bar. So yung K1 is 2m E over h bar and then square root. And then yung K2 is 2m K2 is 2m E minus V naught over h bar. And then square root. Double check natin ulit. Okay, sige, tama. Pero hindi kasama. So, kung kasama sa square root, yan. Dapat h bar square din. Okay, okay. So, anong mangyayari dito? Ang tanong is, if E is less than 0, di ba? So, if E is less than 0. So, if E is less than 0, then, anong masasabi natin about K1 at saka K2? Okay, wait. Okay, ibig sabihin, itong K2 is imaginary kasi E is less than 0, right? So if E is less than B naught, E is less than B naught, so K2 is imaginary. So pwede natin isulat na ganito. Ipapalitan lang natin yung lahat ng K2 ng ganyan. So B is equal to 1 minus I K2 over K1 over 1 plus I K2 over K1. Okay. And of course, di ba, ang B star is 1 plus I K2 over K1 and then 1 minus I K2 over K1. So yung reflection probability is B star or B squared. And pag multiply natin yan sa isa't isa, 1 minus K2 over K1, 1 plus I K2 over K1, 1 plus I K2 over K1, 1 minus I K2 over K1. Okay, nakita natin na equal lang yan sa 1. Kasi ito, magka-cancel at ito, cancel. So this will be equal to 1. So yung reflection probability for E less than V naught, okay, will be equal to 1. Okay? Okay. Questions? Gising pa kayo? Biglang may nag-log out. Okay. So, 30 minutes na lang pala, natagalan tayo. Hopefully sa exam, hindi kayo ganito katagal. Okay. Sa exam naman, wala naman kayong tinuturuan, di ba? Kaya ako natagalan kasi. Kasi nagsasalita ako at the same time, right? Okay. So let's do exercise 3.4. Sige. An asymmetric one-dimensional potential well of width L has an infinite potential energy barrier on the left-hand side and a finite constant potential energy V naught on the right-hand side. Okay, find the minimum value of L for which an electron has at least one bound state when V naught is equal to 1 electron volt. Okay, so ano munang itsura ng potential well natin? Okay. Isa sa mga tawag dito, comments ko parati to pag nagtuturo ko ng physics, lalo na sa physics 101, sa 100, okay? Kasi sila yung mga bagong nag-aaral ng physics is that hindi lang yung physics yung problema or yung math yung problema, pati yung English. So, pag tinanong ko kayo anong itsura ng asymmetric one-dimensional potential well of width L, okay, na may infinite potential energy barrier on the left-hand side and a finite constant potential energy of V naught on the right-hand side, okay, paano nyo i-drawing yun? Okay, ano sa tingin nyo ang itsura nun? So, tawag dito. Sige nga, mag-activity tayo ng konti para pahinga ko lang yung boses ko sandali. So, ang gawin natin, ganito, no? I-drawing nyo sa papel kung anong tingin nyo itsura ng potential well na ito. Okay, then, switch on yung camera ninyo, tapos itutok nyo lang yung drawing ninyo dun sa camera. Okay, sino magvo-volunteer? Wala magvo-volunteer? Or nakita nyo na kasi, alam nyo ng itsura dahil nandiyan sa book. Wala. Okay. Looking forward sa ating face-to-face meeting kung kailan meron talagang actually kausap. Okay. So, anong itsura nun? Infinite potential energy barrier sa left-hand side. Okay. So, halimbawa, ito yung x-axis. Infinite barrier sa left-hand side. Okay. And then finite constant potential energy V naught on the right-hand side. Ito yung right hand. And then ito yung V naught. So, ito yung barrier. So, asymmetric yung itsura niya, di ba? contrary dun sa mga pinag-aralan natin before. Diba? So before, meron tayong ganitong klaseng barrier. So symmetric siya. Ito yung negative L, and then ito yung L. Ito ang minimum value of L. So ibig sabihin, x equals 0 ito. Ito naman yung x equals L. So anong minimum value of L for which an electron has at least one bound state? Okay. So, alam natin yung itsura or alam natin kung paano kunin yung wave function for this type of potential. Okay? Or alam nyo ba kung paano kunin? Okay, so kung naalala ninyo, para makuha yung potential, ang ginawa natin noon is dinrawing natin yung graph ng kappa L versus KL. Okay, and then meron tayo nung asymptotes. Okay, and then ito yung pi over 2, ito yung pi, and then 3 pi over 2. Tapos, sorry. Then, but for this particular case, okay, ito yung itsura niya. Okay, yan yung, diba? Tangent, cotangent, and then tangent, tsaka cotangent. Okay, so ito yung even symmetry, ito yung odd, and then even parity, and then odd parity. Okay, and para makuha yung mga wave functions, okay, meron tayong circle, okay, which is defined by L K naught is equal to L 2m v naught over h bar squared, kasama sa square root. Okay, and yung intersection ng mga to, yan yung eigenvalues. Okay, so kung saan siya magtatapat dyan, equal siya sa KL, and then alam natin na yung KL is just, K is just equal to 2me over h bar squared. So dyan natin makukuha yung eigenvalues. So ito yung ground state, ito yung first excited state, and then yung second excited state, and so on. And then, alam naman natin yung itsura ng wave function for the even parity and odd parity. Di ba? Cosine tsaka sine functions lang yan. Okay, so yan yung alam natin dito pag symmetric yung potential. Okay, by the way, paano nakuha yung ano na yan, yung equation na yan? So, if you recall din sa notes, we have L, kappa, then cotangent, kappa, L, is equal to minus KL. Okay, so kaya nakuha itong mga to. So ito yung para sa even parity. And then you have another expression for the odd parity. Okay, so dito, gagawin natin dito, of course, is syempre, ang boundary condition at x equals 0 is 0 kasi infinite yung potential dito. Right, so at yung psi at x equals 0 is 0. Okay, and naturally yung derivative niyan, okay, with respect to x at x equals 0 is also 0. Now, at x equals L, so ito i-consider natin na region 1 tsaka region 2. At x equals L, ang kukuha natin dyan ay, balikan ko lang yung notes. Okay, ang makukuha natin dyan ay, okay, oops. Okay, so sa region, so ito yung region 1 at saka region 2. So sa region 1, ang wave function is C or A exponential negative kappa x plus B exponential positive kappa x. Okay. Positive to tas negative yung isa. Okay, and then sa region 2, okay. No, sa region 1, sa region 2 ito. Sa region 1, okay. Sa region 1, meron tayong even tsaka odd parity kasi siya yung nandun sa barrier. Okay. So, consider lang muna natin yung odd parity. Okay. K, X. Okay, so pag inequate natin sila sa isa't isa, so at X equals L, di ba? Kasi ano siya, boundary condition is that itong dalawang wave functions ito ay dapat maging equal sa isa't isa at X equals L. Sorry, C dapat ito. C. Okay, C. Okay, so dapat equal sila. No? C cosine KL is equal to and then we don't expect a wave function that is propagating from infinity towards the barrier, di ba? Kasi saan manggagaling yung particle na yun in the first place? So what we expect is that there's a wave function that's here inside the barrier, and then paglabas niya dito, mag-ano na lang siya, mag-exponentially decrease na yung probability, okay, na makita yung particle. Okay, so we don't expect any particle at x equals infinity, and naturally we also don't expect isang particle na bigla na lang lilitaw from x equals infinity. So actually we say na yung dito ay yung b is equal to 0. So what do we have? C cosine KL and then a exponential kappa L. Okay. Yung derivatives ng wave function na to with respect to x ay dapat ano rin, di ba? Nag-exist at equal din sa x equals L. So ang derivative ng psi1, okay, is c sine kx. So c k sine k L. Okay, derivative ng cosine, so may negative. And then ito naman, ang derivative dito is a kappa exponential x kappa. A kappa exponential kappa. Okay, so pag inano natin tawag dito, dinivide natin sila sa isa't isa. We have cosine KL over sine KL, and then may K ka dyan. Diba? So cosine over sine is cotangent. And then ito magka-cancel. So matitira is 1 over kappa. So I will have 1 over K cotangent KL is equal to 1 over kappa. Okay. May negative sign. Tama. Wait. Check ko lang. Of course, pwede rin naman yung tangent para hindi na tayo. Okay, gagawin ko is ito divided by this. Okay, so instead of cotangent, magiging tangent yan. Para lang yung k nasa ibabaw. So, k tangent KL is equal to ano yun? Kappa, and then negative sign. Okay? Okay, so kailan nagiging 0 ang tangent? So kailan siya naging 0? So, nagiging 0 siya at x equals pi over 2. Okay, so kappa L is equal to tawag dito pi over 2, okay, which means na yung ito expression ito will become 0. So anong ibig sabihin ngayon no? Pag yun yung ginagawa natin. So again, i-graph natin yung kappa L. So multiply ko to by L, no? And then ito multiply ko by KL. So and then ito yung pi over 2. And then ito yung pi. Okay, and then ito yung 3 pi over 2. So ang tinatry kong kunin dito is yung 0 ng tangent, which is somewhere here. Okay, yung zero ng tangent ay nandiyan. Zero ng tangent nandiyan. Right? Okay. Then yung, of course, yung tangent mo, ganyan yung expression niya. Okay, and yung radius, if I have a circle, okay, okay, and remember, yung circle na to is L K naught, which is equal to L times square root ng 2m V naught over H bar. Okay. Yan yung first time, yan yung yan yung radius na kung saan magi-intersect siya with this tangent line. Okay? So yan yung lowest na yan yung lowest na energy level. Okay? So makikita natin na if the radius which is given by this is equal to pi over 2, okay, then we will be able to get yung minimum potential. Okay, so ang sinasabi natin is we have L square root ng 2 mv naught over h bar is equal to approximately equal to pi over 2. Okay, makakuha tayo ng expression for L dito which involves yung potential. So pi over 2 h bar and then 1 over 2 m v naught square root. Okay, so to find yung minimum value ng L, ang kailangan na natin malaman is yung V naught. So sinabi naman sa problem na yung V naught is 1 electron volt. Okay, and if we let M be equal to the mass of the electron, okay, then yung minimum na potential dito or minimum na length is pi h bar pi over 2 h bar. Okay, 1 over 2 m times V naught, okay, square root. So, pag pinasok natin yung values ng H bar, ng mass ng electron, tsaka yung 1 electron volt dito, okay, we will end up with a number which is about 0.3 nanometers. Okay, so ito yung minimum length or minimum value ng L. Okay, such that tawag dito, magkakaroon ka ng excuse me. Meron kang isang at least bound state. Okay, ito yung bound state mo. Okay. Dun sa intersection. Okay. Okay, and hindi tayo gumawa ng bagong derivation dito, no? Well, ang derivation lang na ginawa natin essentially is dinerive lang natin yung kinumpare natin yung well, inequate natin yung wave function dito sa region 1 at saka sa region 2. Okay, at x equals L kasi yun yung boundary condition. And then yung derivatives din ng wave function sa region 1 at region 2 sa x equals L. Okay, and then tawag dito, we simply used yung knowledge natin about kung paano kukunin yung wave eigenvalues at eigenfunctions mula dito sa system na ito at in-apply natin dito sa system na ito. So basically ito na yung parang pinaka-derivation. Everything else we derive from whatever we learned dun sa symmetric na barrier potential. Okay. Okay, any questions? Okay, of course may isa pang problem pero mukhang hindi na natin anong tawag dito, mukhang hindi na natin madi-discuss ito. You can try to solve this, okay? Or intindihin niyo yung solution and then on Wednesday when we meet, Okay, ipatry ko sa inyo na isolve yan without looking at yung tawag dito, yung problem or yung solution. And magbibigay din ako ng iba pang problems na itatry nyo yun na isolve. Okay? Also, in addition, okay, itong problem na ito particularly, this is ang tawag dito, one-dimensional potential well, okay, na approximated by a delta function. So, essentially, okay, meron tayong isang potential well, okay, na i-approximate by a delta function. Ang ibig sabihin na approximated by a delta function ang ibig sabihin niyan is ganyan yung itsura ng approximation. Okay. So, potential well pa rin siya, pero ano yung ginawa natin from here, okay, para maging potential well siya. Okay. So, yun yung question ko sa inyo na i-discuss natin or na i-tawag dito, i-test ko kayo sa Wednesday kung naiintindihan niyo. So, how will you approximate yung delta function na ito, okay, from a one-dimensional potential well? Ano ang kailangan yung baguhin dito, okay, para maging ganito? Okay? So, yun yung itry yung sagot. Kasi pag naintindihan nyo kung ano yung babaguhin dyan, then, aside from yung solution na nakasulat sa book, you can also, anong tawag dito? You can also find a second solution, okay, para makita nyo na, tawag dito, well, you can find the second solution, okay, na siguro mas comprehensible kumpara dun sa solution na pinapresent dun sa book. Okay, kasi yung solution na pinapresent dun sa book is mag-integrate ka from left at saka right. But tawag dito yung solution na sinasabi ko na pag-aralan ninyo is derive nyo itong solution sa delta function na ito from this infinite well potential. Okay. So yun yung pag-isipan ninyo tawag dito until Wednesday. Okay? Okay. So questions? Okay, so kung wala nang tanong, then walang pasok sa Friday, and I will see you all para sa first face-to-face meeting natin sa Wednesday next week. Okay? Have a good weekend.